Good morning. Welcome back to another video. We have a parasitic draw, so I gotta unhook this battery every time. What's up, bro? That's Gary. I gotta unhook this battery every time I want to not drive it. Kind of sucks. Let's talk about what's going on. Winter's coming. We keep talking about it. I'm doing everything I can to get the stuff that I need to get done on the exterior done on this thing, right? I got a bad parasitic draw. I was just talking about that. I'm going to put in just a remote disconnect just to be able to just disconnect the batteries until I have time to try and figure out the draw. But you can see this rust right here. We need to treat all that and get paint on that before winter hits us, right? So I think it's already Wednesday. We don't have much time. So my goal this week is to just get the black painted, rust treated, paint on that stuff in the back door seal. So we're going to start with the back door seal. Big leak point. We're going to knock that out real quick. And we're going to hop on taking care of this rust and this treatment stuff. The last thing we need to do outside before we move inside is get the bottom coated. Rust preventative stuff. We're probably not going to get that done this week, but rain's already on the forecast for Friday. So let's just get on it, you know what I mean? Hey, me too. Alright, I got this sill all primed. I put the last coat on, so I sanded this all down, degreased it, got the whole thing cleaned, got some new primer on there. I think I'm going to spray a little bit of black here. I'll probably paint this jam black, and then that way it'll have a nice fresh coat to clean everything, put the seal on, and then when I paint inside, it'll have a black jam. Hello, I want to introduce you to this week's video sponsor, Ampara Pura Power Station. This thing has a 1,536 watt-hour capacity, weighing just 35.6 pounds. The Pura is 18% lighter than most power stations with the same capacity. 1,800 watt AC output. Puria's M Boost mode allows Puria to output 3,600 watts of power in a short duration. It offers 4 charging methods: 800 watts AC, 600 watts PV and car charging, supports AC and PV hybrid charging, fully recharged unit in a quick 1.4 hours. Pura integrates 7 ports, including AC, DC, and USB, and more. The USB-C port delivers 100 watts of power. It has EV-grade LiFePO 4 batteries with 3,000 cycles while retaining 80% plus capacity. Comes with a 3-year warranty and a 10-year battery lifespan. Purina offers emergency backup power with a fast 20 millisecond switch over time. Operates reliably in extreme temperatures from negative 14 degrees to 113 degrees. Drop resistant design. Confidently handle bumps, gravel, and uneven terrain. Also has an LED light. If you need help seeing things, it's just really, really nice to have around. So if this thing seems like something you are interested in, I will have a 10% discount code below. Check the description box. This thing is smaller and lighter and more powerful than most of its competition. I think that is very cool. So Ampara, thank you so much for sponsoring this week's video. Again, check the discount code below if you end up wanting to grab one of these guys for yourself. Good morning. Getting some coffee going. Girls are up. We all just got up. Oh man, I got dust all over this lens. I painted that jam black yesterday, and my buddy walked by and said, "Why'd you paint it black? You're painting the interior white." And I was like, huh. So I think I'm going to paint it white, which means I got to go get a good paint. But then Jaylena says, what'd you say?
No one's going to notice it because you're going to have the door seal on there. It's black.
Yeah, but I painted more than just that jam. I painted the whole jam. I painted the whole door up. That's what you're going to see. Does that make sense?
What do you mean? You painted more than the jam?
I'm going to talk to her. Okay, we're back. So, since we're going to change this to white, we need to scuff this up with a Scotch pad, wash it, and spray new paint. But the thing is, once we start squirting paint, we don't want to be sanding and stuff with this bumper. So I think what we might do is scuff this up, wash this jam, and then try and scuff and prep the bumper, so that way we can just do all the paint at once, I think is what the plan is. And we're going to get into treating rust and how I deal with stuff like this and how to treat it, which that's going to be tight to get in there. Okay, so I just kind of moved a bunch of stuff around. Let me show you. So Jaylena's van's usually right here. I just moved it in here, and then I moved the truck in this little like pocket right there, and that way I can have this workspace. Because I think what I'm gonna do is, the bumper is really bad. It's like one of the worst rusty pieces on the whole bus. I think I'm going to spray it with some blaster, try and get the bumper taken off, and prep it real good. The front bumper doesn't look too bad, so I'm going to leave that alone. But I think I might pull this battery out, and maybe prep in there, the battery's out, and prep that and paint everything in there, get it all recoated. And then this deal here is really bad. So if I could prep these off of the vehicle, that'd be great. So I think I'm going to blast all this stuff right now and try and take that bumper off. Okay, so the plan is we're going to take the pressure washer, knock all this loose stuff off, degrease it a little bit with some super clean, and then we'll get the tools out. We'll start wire brushing. I'll probably hit the frame that's exposed, and then we'll probably start the rust treatment process. We might see how far we can get tonight, or I might keep going on it tomorrow. We'll kind of see, but that's what we're doing. Y'all, check this out. Ember and Ashley found a caterpillar. Wow. Do you like the caterpillar?
Today wants to go on dogs.
Not on dogs. Are we gonna put it back on the plant?
Hey.
It's like I never left.
Look who it is,
Like
bro.
back home.
That's the boy. That's the boy Nathan right there. Y'all, Jaylina made steaks. Wow. For the whole crew. Look at that.
Might be the
Thank
best I've
you.
ever done.
Oh. Good morning. It's a brand new day, and it's cold and kind of raining, which is what I was scared of coming sooner than later. I am going to move some stuff around and rearrange and make some space in the shop because I kind of got stuff everywhere, so I could work in here. And we're gonna keep going. Let's go. Yo, so we're getting the shop organized, cleaned up, getting some space back. We got the boy Nathan out here.
He's back in action, baby.
Putting in a couple little muscles here and there.
I almost just electrocuted myself.
Did you?
No.
Recap. I've started working on all the metal. It's taking so much time. I'm basically grinding off as much of the rust as I can and then taking some 60 grit. Anyways, it's taking a lot longer. I want to show you something else. I've resealed all these windows. No leaks except for right here. This window's leaking. You can see the water on the ground. I don't know what to do. I've already recaulked that whole corner. I think I'm gonna have to pull that whole window out and redo it. It's the only thing I can think of. I'm gonna sit down and talk about something real quick. Okay. I realize that I just want to tell you about my thoughts about building a bus right now. I realize I've had this bus for 3 months now. Now, I work on this bus 4 to 5 days a week, almost like a full-time job, and I film it, right? And 3 months straight, right? And you guys see where I'm at, and it's not very far. Now, granted, this bus, it's got a lot more work because it was from Colorado. But, this ain't my first rodeo. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that, I built a lot of buses, and I built them fast. And I can't believe I used to build these things in 30 days. So I was just thinking about it. It's like, man. And when I was building in 30 days so fast, I realized like I was working sun up, past sundown with the shop bays and didn't take days off, like 30 days straight. You know, those 2 days add up throughout the month. And not to mention the time, right? What do I mean by that? It's like, so I have a child named Ember. Most of you guys know that. And it's like, I want to hang out with her, right? I want to be done by 4 or 5 so I can go take a shower and hang out with her and like spend time with my daughter, right? And, you know, so it's like I'm realizing why it's taking so long. Like all that time is adding up. All the time in the morning, all the time in the evening when I would work till 9, 10 o'clock at night. Like those hours and those days are adding up. And I'm seeing why. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm just like talking to you about my realizations. Because I used to wonder why it would take people 2 years to build a bus. And it's like, now I get it. Right? I'm even just working like it's a job, like normal hours. And I'm at 3 months right now. And I'm trying to estimate, like at the rate I'm going, you know, it could be another 2 or 3 months before I'm done with this thing. And then I've worked on this thing half a year like a job every day, like I was clocking in somewhere. I'm fortunate enough that I have a YouTube channel and I can make this my job, right? Now, I want to talk about the average person. Like the average person goes and clocks in somewhere, right? And then has the weekend to work on their bus, theoretically. And it's like, you're not going to want to spend your whole weekend building your bus. So you're down to 1 day a week. Like, could take forever to never get done. So it's like, it's just giving me perspective on the whole thing. I don't think I got another bus in me after this one. It's so much work. I've done all this stuff so many times. And it's like, I am a dad now. I wasn't a dad when I was working like that. I love to work. That was my life. I still love working. But being a dad now, I want to spend time with my child. That's a priority. I guess I tell you guys this to say, if you're thinking about building a bus, do not underestimate the work. It is a ton of work. So you've got demolition, you've got body work, you've got paint. Like, you got to have heavy duty tools. Like, building a bus is no joke, right? But I'm not saying this type of lifestyle or this type of thing isn't fun or something you should do. It's just like, I have a new perspective now, and I just want to share it, I guess. You need to realistically look at your time, your skills, and your workspace, and take ego out of the equation. Building a bus is not for the faint of heart. You better want it, right? And you need to have the time. There are other things you could do faster, right? Like if you just needed something to move into and needed to hit the road, an RV is done. You could buy an RV, move in, and drive away, right? You're going to have to fix some things, but that's like anything, right? It's like zero time, right? I'm thinking about my truck camper, and it's like, and I've even been questioning it lately. It's like, I just put the truck camper in the bed and go about my life, right? I didn't lose any of this time, which my situation is different than most people. I can make this my job, right? So that's a little different. I felt like I wanted to just sit down and share these thoughts with you guys. Buses are super cool. Like, I love buses, obviously, right? But I think I had a different perspective because of my situation. Like, I was able to work like that. I have the tools. I have the shop space. But I'm just thinking about normal, average people who are trying to do this in their driveway. I'm not trying to scare everybody off, but it's like if you're going to do a bus, do not underestimate the work. That's all I want to leave y'all with. And just look at your situation and your circumstances. If I got a cargo van, it's no demolition, no paint. I literally day one could put a floor in, insulation, and have the whole thing built in 2 weeks with my experience, right? No experience, you'd be done right now. And I've, at this point, could have built 3 vans with the amount of time I've gotten this bus, and we're not even done with the bodywork. I just wanted to pop that in here and just give you a little bit of my insight as I'm a little older. And I don't know how many buses I built at this point. I could go back on my channel and count, but it's been a lot. Yeah, I don't know. So hopefully this little sit down part might give some people perspective, or just maybe, I don't know. Like, I'm going to love this bus when it's done, but I'm definitely going to appreciate it more than the others. Like, this is more work than my 30-foot bus. And that's crazy to say. I don't realize the buses that I used to get out of Arizona were so clean. Like, all this rust. I mean, I spent the whole day grinding rust off a bumper. Like, and anyways. I'm going to end this one right here. Thanks so much for watching. I just wanted to talk about this for a second. I will see you guys in another video. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thumbs up, commento. Just appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.